The top 10 biggest bikes, starting off with some of the biggest motorcycles in the world. And then finally we end the video with some of the biggest bicycles in the world. So stay tuned and let's begin at number 10. At number 10, the 48-cylinder motorbike. We start off with a really crazy and bizarre engine mod, which takes the spot for having one of the most insane engine designs, and it even tips the weight scale at over 1 ton. Built by Simon Whitelock, it debuted in 2004 and is technically a 49-cylinder engine with 1 cylinder dedicated towards starting the whole contraption. It also took 3 years of hard work just to build, and it just makes you wonder what the creator was thinking of when he was starting to build this thing. At number 9, the Dream Big Motorbike. The world's tallest rideable motorbike is 11 feet tall and over 20 feet long. It weighs 6,500 pounds and is powered by a large 500 cubic inch V8 engine. It is worth noting that it does have a huge hydraulic system which powers the rear wheelie bar once it goes over 20 miles per hour, so technically it is a motorbike at that time. And the creator does deserve some credit since he did put in over $300,000 and many hours of hard work into his machine. At number 8, the tallest bike in the world. The tallest motorbike measures in at over 16 feet tall and over 32 feet long. It has hydraulic steering and it's powered by a huge 5.7 liter V8 engine, which clocks in at over 280 horsepower. It took a team of 8 people and over 7 months to build the towering machine. And once again, it can run without training wheels, but the owner does not want to run the risk of toppling over his priceless machine. And we can't really blame him for that. At number 7, the 14-ton motorbike. Forget training wheels and witness the power of the ultimate machine of destruction. The wheels alone weigh 3 tons each and it's powered by a huge 992 cat loader engine. This thing can crush all sorts of small cars, but you won't be setting any speed records anytime soon with this thing. But aside from all the massive tonnage and car crushing, I think the coolest thing about this bike is that it's controlled by a smaller bike on a hydraulic lift. At number 6, we take a look at one of the longest motorbikes in the world. I think most of us know who Colin is. He's that crazy backyard inventor who has built some really crazy stuff, and this bike is definitely really cool. Now, technically, it's not the longest motorbike in the world, but it can still hold a few people before its frame is bogged down to the ground. The frame is made out of scaffolding bolted together, and the bike could not go much faster than 10 miles per hour. And like many records, this one was recently outdone by Palmer's 86-foot long motorbike, which unfortunately does not have any seating for passengers, so it's definitely not as cool. At number 5, the great Harzer Bike. One of my personal favorites, rides in style, and it clocks in at over 10,000 pounds. It's powered by a T-34 Soviet tank engine, which displaces over 38 liters and generates over 500 horsepower. It can even carry all your friends and family and go over 33 miles per hour. This is one of the few motorbikes which has set a record and it can actually go on the road. It was built by a team of talented Germans and it took over a year to build. And yes, it does carry a sidecar, but it also brings a cool mixture of character and badassery. And there's not too many motorbikes out there that actually carry a tank engine. At number 4, the Mutant Big Wheel bike. One of the strangest and biggest bikes, made its claim as a 4-person pedal-powered machine. It has 10-foot towering wheels on a completely custom-built frame. And it's also one of the slowest bikes on this list as it cannot go over 5 miles per hour. So it's nothing really crazy or fast, but it's still really cool and innovative. There's been a newer version which has been built, and it's a little bit smaller but it can go way faster, and it can even flip you upside down, which makes it a fun ride. At number 3, the longest bicycle. Built by an Australian team, this huge long bicycle stretches over 136 feet long. The frame is built out of 3 tons of steel and it can actually hold up to 20 riders. The bike has an aircraft tire in the front and a large barrel type of tire in the back. And the bike has fallen a few times and not surprisingly, it requires a full team of people to stand it back up. So let's just hope that the bike doesn't fall on anybody, and hopefully they can avoid taking sharp corners. At number 2, the biggest pedal bike in the world. Another German scrapyard fanatic has built the heaviest bike in the world, which weighs nearly 1 ton. The bike was built out of scrap metal and 2 giant wheels from a muck spreader. It also has a set of training wheels, but we could bend the rules for this one crazy build. And this bike is something that you wouldn't want to take to work, and it's a bit of a workout to get it moving. At number 1, the StoopidTaller. The tallest bike in the world takes skills and nerves of steel to ride. Built by Richie Trimble, this bike has not surprisingly received a lot of attention on YouTube. The towering Goliath weighs over 200 pounds and it took over 100 hours to build. It uses 8 bicycle chains, 2 bottom brackets, and 3 chain rings, which transform the Daredevil build into a new world record bike. I think we can all agree that Richie is a bit of a maniac, but he's also one of the few who has defied gravity and has done something really impressive. So once again, thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel.